The life of Jodi Arias, behind bars and beyond the headlines. The sensational trial. The name Jodi Arias became synonymous with controversy and drama in the realm of criminal justice. Her trial for the brutal murder of Travis Alexander was not merely a courtroom event but a media spectacle that captivated audiences worldwide. The case, which unfolded over several months in 2013, was marked by intense scrutiny, dramatic courtroom revelations, and a relentless media presence. Arias's trial was one of the most publicized legal proceedings since the O.J. Simpson trial of the 1990s. It featured live television broadcasts, extensive cable coverage, and a barrage of online commentary. The trial's high profile was driven by the gruesome nature of the crime and the complex personal dynamics between Arias and Alexander. The intense media coverage turned the trial into a modern-day soap opera, with audiences riveted by every twist and turn in the case. The verdict on May 8, 2013, which found Arias guilty of first-degree murder, was the culmination of a dramatic 4-month trial. The media frenzy surrounding the trial was fueled by the sensational details presented in court, including explicit photographs, personal testimonies, and the turbulent history between Arias and Alexander. The courtroom drama was characterized by emotional outbursts, dramatic confrontations, and a constant stream of media updates, all of which contributed to the trial's larger-than-life status. The case against Jodi Arias. The case against Jodi Arias was built upon a foundation of shocking evidence and complex personal histories. Arias, who was convicted of the murder of Travis Alexander, had a tumultuous relationship with the victim that played a central role in the trial. Their relationship, marked by intense passion and conflict, became a focal point in the courtroom. Alexander and Arias first met in September 2006 during a work conference in Las Vegas. Arias, who had recently converted to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS, was baptized by Alexander. This religious connection initially seemed to bind them together, but their relationship quickly became fraught with challenges. They began dating in February 2007, and Arias moved to Mesa, Arizona, to be closer to Alexander. However, the relationship was characterized by long-distance periods, emotional turbulence, and frequent arguments. Despite their deep connection, the relationship between Alexander and Arias was marked by significant strain. Friends and family members observed troubling behaviors and patterns. Alexander's friends reported that Arias exhibited possessive and obsessive tendencies, including intrusive behavior such as monitoring Alexander's communications and showing up unexpectedly at his home. These behaviors were indicative of deeper issues within the relationship, contributing to the tension that would ultimately lead to Alexander's tragic death. The crime scene. The murder of Travis Alexander was a heinous and brutal act. On June 4, 2008, Alexander was killed in his Mesa home, and his body was discovered 5 days later. The crime scene was a grisly tableau of violence, with significant evidence pointing to a violent struggle. Alexander's body was found in the shower, surrounded by pools of blood. He had been stabbed nearly 30 times, had his throat slit, and was shot in the head. The severity of the injuries indicated a crime of extreme violence and rage. Arias initially claimed to have been in Utah visiting a new love interest on the day of Alexander's murder. However, inconsistencies in her statements and evidence linking her to the crime scene cast doubt on her alibi. The investigation revealed that Arias had accessed Alexander's voicemail and left multiple messages, and her rented car was found with red stains and missing floor mats. The discovery of a bloody handprint and long brown hairs at the crime scene further implicated Arias. A camera found in Alexander's washing machine contained photographs of Arias and Alexander, including explicit images timestamped from the day of the murder. These photographs, combined with the physical evidence, created a compelling case against Arias. The trial and its drama. The trial of Jodi Arias was marked by dramatic courtroom scenes and intense media scrutiny. Prosecutor Juan Martinez presented graphic evidence, including photographs of the crime scene and details of Alexander's injuries. The trial was characterized by emotional testimony, with jurors and family members hearing intimate and often disturbing details about the relationship between Arias and Alexander. Arias's defense team, led by attorney Kirk Nermi, argued that she had acted in self-defense after Alexander allegedly attacked her for accidentally dropping his camera. However, Arias's testimony was marked by frequent changes and inconsistencies. She initially claimed that she had been attacked by masked intruders but later admitted to being present at Alexander's home. Her shifting narratives and the evidence presented by the prosecution painted a picture of premeditated murder rather than self-defense. The trial drew significant media attention, with live broadcasts and updates captivating viewers across the country. The courtroom became a stage for emotional outbursts, dramatic confrontations, and intense legal arguments. The media's fascination with the case was fueled by the sensational nature of the evidence and the complex personal dynamics between Arias and Alexander. Sentencing and aftermath. On April 13, 2015, Jodi Arias was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The jury, unable to agree on the death penalty, ultimately decided on a life sentence. Arias's response to the sentencing was complex and conflicted. She expressed a preference for a quick death over a long life in prison but later indicated a preference for life imprisonment. Following her sentencing, Arias was transferred to Perryville Prison in Goodyear, Arizona, where she began serving her life sentence. The transfer marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life behind bars, with a series of events and interactions that continued to attract media attention. Life behind bars. Arias's life in prison has been marked by a series of notable events and controversies. Initially held at several facilities, including the Arizona State Prison Complex and the Maricopa County Jail, Arias's incarceration has been characterized by frequent transfers and changes in her living conditions. Her move to Perryville Prison signaled a shift to long-term confinement, but her time at other facilities was marked by interactions with fellow inmates and various incidents that continued to capture public interest. At the Estrella Jail, Arias formed friendships with two inmates, Tracy Brown and Donovan Bering. These relationships, initially perceived as supportive, eventually ended in controversy. Both Brown and Bering realized that their associations with Arias had potential risks and consequences, leading to a re-evaluation of their connections with the convicted murderer. Arias's interactions with other inmates and her experiences behind bars have been the subject of ongoing media coverage. Reports about her behavior, relationships, and activities in prison have continued to fuel public interest and speculation. Despite her confinement, Arias's story remains a topic of fascination, with media outlets and true crime enthusiasts closely following developments in her life behind bars. Ongoing media attention. Even while serving her life sentence, Jodi Arias continues to be a figure of public interest. Her case has become a subject of numerous documentaries, books, and podcasts, exploring various aspects of her life and the crime she committed. These productions often delve into the psychological, social, and legal dimensions of the case, providing a comprehensive view of the events surrounding Alexander's murder and Arias's subsequent trial. The media's fascination with Arias is fueled by the dramatic nature of the case, the complex personal dynamics, and the ongoing controversies surrounding her time in prison. Her story has become a symbol of sensationalism in the criminal justice system, reflecting broader themes of violence, obsession, and media spectacle. Reflections and impact. Jodi Arias's case remains a compelling and multifaceted story with far-reaching implications. The trial and subsequent media coverage highlighted issues related to domestic violence, media influence, and the complexities of the criminal justice system. Arias's life behind bars continues to be a subject of public fascination, reflecting the enduring interest in high-profile criminal cases and the broader cultural implications of such stories. The impact of Arias's case extends beyond the courtroom, influencing discussions about criminal behavior, media ethics, and the role of public opinion in legal proceedings. Her story serves as a reminder of the complexities and challenges associated with high-profile criminal cases, as well as the enduring fascination with the darker aspects of human behavior. In conclusion, Jodi Arias's life sentence and the events leading up to it have become a significant chapter in the broader narrative of criminal justice and media sensationalism. From her dramatic trial to her ongoing life behind bars, Arias's story continues to captivate and intrigue, reflecting the complex interplay of personal, legal, and media dynamics in modern criminal cases.